Hello, my fellow explorers, and welcome to the ninth part of our journey into Hell. We are playing as Senua. As you all know, and this game is getting more and more exciting actually. It gets more and more dark and mature and is pretty much similar to a horror story at this point. And we are about to have our flame extinguished, apparently, by this wall of water. And we already know that this torch is the only thing that is keeping darkness at bay. So let's put our fear aside and jump right into it.
But she wouldn't listen. He was doing his best.
I think she listens, but there are so many voices in her mind that she needs to decide who to listen to at every point.
But she wouldn't listen. She never listens. Because of her. She should have known. She should have. Why doesn't she learn? What she learns? She doesn't understand. Now the darkness has billions. And it will take it. I'll never give it back. She can search and search, but she will never find. She's let the darkness in. It's the end. The darkness will take her like it took her mother. She can't resist. Pointless even trying to retrieve it. She's lost. The lights run out. She'll die. She can't. She'll die. She has to.
So we need to look for this room now. Which might be problematic because apparently we need to run through another wall of water. We have half of an M here, and I guess we need to light that torch over there to get the other half in place.
Where is she going?
Oh damn. Nope. That wasn't smart at all. Apparently there is another brazier there, but it is too far away. So maybe we find a different path to it.
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rayan wants to keep Fafnir's gold all for himself. Rayan also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him. Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby.
There's nothing straightforward about Norse mythology, that's for sure. So
What's she doing? She's lighting. She's making light. She's making light. She's got light on the other side. She'll be safe. What's she thinking? To get there.
Will this light be enough for our plans, though? I'm not sure. It's funny that the voices in her mind don't know what she's doing half the time, at least. Which kinda points to the idea that she doesn't know what she's doing half the time.
She can do it.
And that's because
It's light on the inside.
the player is the one that decides her actions. So
She can do it.
this is another
There's light on the inside. She can do it.
way in which the fourth wall is broken.
Get up!
Phew! So apparently it was enough. And now we finally have our torch back. And we can light the brazier over there.
Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. Keep going.
Perfect.
Stop.
And there we have it, the room. Apparently we need to pick the door first, once again. And there you have it. Let's move forward.
She can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black.
Pretty much like her torch now.
The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
A wall of water, for example.
Sigurd's newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him. Sigurd should find Rain the Valkyrie, who seals her gentle sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasures. And he embarks on a new quest to ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild, the Valkyrie.
Treacherous birds. Another well. Oh well, down we go, I guess. Hey, don't poke at me, stupid hands. Take this fire. Get burned. Oh no.
The tunnels is here.
Move! Soldier, move!
No! You're not taking her from me! No! I am leaving with him!
I love how the beast looks. It's like a giant skeletal boar. And apparently it can only be heard in the special mode, the mirror mode. Oh wow. You have basically no sight. Or one can say your sight is clouded with visions of death. Damn. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can't scare me. Eat this. Oh no. So you can't evade its attack when it plunges from the shadows. No, no, no. Oh. I'm not even sure what I'm evading now. Come on.
Keep going.
Yes! Iron Man mode, baby! Did I win?
People think of evil as an unnatural,
Can you win
invisible
in this
force,
game?
and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness, or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both.
Aren't they echoes of the same thing?
And so she left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive. I'm so sorry, Lena. She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore. But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on his quest. Without it, all this time I wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness and have returned. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me to the mountains. Trust him. As deep as we can go.
No one will stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
Wow. That was exhilarating. This story can be interpreted as a romantic odyssey to a great degree, and we already know romanticism already has quite a profound grasp of history and mythology. Romanticism sees these sciences, these endeavors, as part of their own aesthetic project. For example, the view Romanticism has on history is a monumentalist one, and so on and so forth. So this is a romantic tale to a certain degree, but I think it's more than that. It's also a postmodern tale. And that's because love in this case cannot really redeem her or condemn her. It's just the pretext she has for going
I won't let the
on her
darkness kill
journey.
me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past.
I'm here for Dillion.
This is a very beautiful image.
I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
And it kind of reflects let's say the impossible task that she has before her. It's a never-ending descent, basically. Only this time she has to go up. Can this be a metaphor for getting better? I guess we'll see. Only the gods know.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
I was wondering when Ragnarok would come into play. This is basically the Norse view of the apocalypse. But it is also implied that with the destruction of the old world comes the creation of a new one. And you can apply this to Senua's own mental world. She needs to destroy her universe in order to create within her a new universe that will be penetrated by the flames of hope. The game already implies that death does not only refer to a physical death, but also to a mental one, to a psychological one. So if you can reconstruct a new world from the ashes, a new physical world from the ashes, you can also construct a new mindscape that will allow you to move on. That's basically the lesson of Nietzsche's Zarathustra as well. And that's why I said this is a postmodern game as well. Because it has a lot of existentialist elements. And it doesn't shy away from them at all. So we need to recreate this bridge, basically. Yet another bridge. Finding our own paths, yet again. But how to do that, exactly? So we have this door. I think there is something we must do all the way up here. Okay. This is one part of the bridge. There are more. If you look at it from an objective point of view, this whole game is about crossing a bridge. Only this bridge needs to be crossed at different levels of perception and apperception. Ouch. Shield bearer. No. Whew.
How will she do it? What will she do?
How's she going to find his actual son? Where does that keep the souls?
So let's go back down.
How will she get it? Hella won't it? She's
Senua falls down the stairs, Senua falls up the stairs.
Bargain with Hela.
she's not strong enough to kill Helen.
What does Hela want? No one can bargain with Hela.
What does Helen want?
What can she give her?
The Northmen say the world will come to an end.
Oh, we already been here.
They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods.
But
At
it's
first, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into
She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before.
You have to fight her. The final battle.
Back.
It's the final task.
Yes, it is. This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
Finally, she seems to be centered into herself, inside herself. So we have an arch over here. Maybe we can recreate it. But I think we need to fix this part of the bridge first. think we can go over there?
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok. Their watchmen will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble, the dwarves will leave their stones, the frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
This is like a new episode of Lord of the Rings, basically. But Druth didn't inform us what Frodo will do in all this chaos. Okay, let's go up again. Up, up, up.
She can do it. She can do it. She can still see the secrets.
Mission accomplished.
She's doing it. Please, smash. She must see. She has the sight. She can see the secrets.
And now let's put together this arch over here. Excellent.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash, trolls will walk the land, men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
The fact that the Norse vision of Ragnarok is so chaotic, it implies all sorts of creatures, all sorts of races, giants, dwarves, serpents, trolls, wolves that eat the sun, and so on and so forth, is what made CD Projekt Red to use this inspiration in order to depict the idea of the conjunction of the spheres. So they needed such a momentous celestial event that basically represents worlds turning upon one another, merging with one another, clashing with one another, creatures from diverse planes of existence becoming trapped into other worlds, and so on and so forth. So the chaotic nature of Ragnarok, of the Norse apocalypse, is what makes it so important and interesting for postmodern creators these days, at least in my opinion. Can't open the door, but we have a very convenient passage over here. And now we can open it from the inside. going up again. This fortress really needs an elevator, honestly. I think the Norse gods were pretty cheap not to install one. I mean, really, Hela. You could really use the support of technology in this keep. No, 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 no. Shit. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the best warrior of them all? Senua. Yes, Bruce, Senua is the best warrior of them all. Take that, and that, and that. Oh god. Well done, bravest warrior of them all. What's all the way up here?
The Northmen said each god will do battle at Ragnarok. Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face certain, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky. The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
The time of sword and axe. That was a very dramatic representation with some brilliant voice acting from the actor that plays Druth. And we're finally ready to meet Hela in her home realm. But apparently she has more minions that she's willing to throw at us. And a lot of shield bearers, which I hate. Oh, come on, baby. These shield bearers don't have much damage on their own, but when paired with high attack, high damage bosses, then they're their best. Because they can accomplish their role as tanks. Two at the same time. Damn. There are so many of them, and in all variations. Damn. And I thought the battle in the Fields of Corpses was long. Jesus. Phew, that was it.
The path to Hela. I can sense her.
Very long, hard battle, and most likely it won't be the last one.
She's going to die. I'm scared. Wait.
And Senua came closer to her final destination, moving one step at a time,
If she sacrifices
drenched in sweat and the blood of her enemies,
Stop.
always moving closer,
It's too dangerous.
without fear, without terror in her heart, determined to end this once and for all, and to achieve full Ragnarok within her soul and mind. But first, she decided to take a break, have a cup of coffee. I'm not sure that she decided that, but the person playing as her decided that. So I'm gonna see you all a bit later, after I had my cup of coffee and after I am finally pumped up for what appears to be the final battle. So take care of yourselves, and hopefully this will be a great ending for all of us, including Senua.